Congratulations, class of 2010. You have navigated the halls of Troy High with courage, poise, laughter, and success. At last, you're prepared to enter the ever so elusive real world. At last, all your hard work is finally just beginning. 18 years can seem like an impossibly long time in the eyes of a young child, but the time flew right by, didn't it? The idea of an uncertain future can be a frightening one. In fact, I was extremely afraid of the future just 10 minutes ago when I worried about tripping over myself on stage. I've done it before. However, what is truly daunting to me is not this immediate future, but the future in the long term. How do I know if I'm making the right choices? Where am I going? What's my destination? Are my efforts relevant? Am I significant? A few years back, as part of the Jason project, I had the opportunity to spend a week living on a small boat 8 hours out into the Gulf of Mexico with Dr. Bob Ballard. That's the guy who discovered the Titanic. We discussed marine biology, of course, but you know what single piece of advice he stressed most to me? He told me to remember, it's not the destination that counts, it's the journey. That night, I lay on the deck of the boat, looking up at the brilliant night sky above the ocean, lit up by millions of stars, and thinking of the hundreds of fish swimming right below me. And suddenly, I was hit by this overwhelming feeling of how unbelievably small our role is in the universe. If you stop to think about it, there are over 120,000 other schools in the United States alone, with seniors just like us. In reality, there could be a whole lot of graduation ceremonies going on at this very moment. So, while we have spent our entire educational careers waiting for this day, statistically speaking, our own graduation ceremony isn't exactly a significant statistic. When I think back on Dr. Ballard's advice, I struggle to understand what he really meant by the journey. And I'm not sure I've completely figured it out as of yet. But you know what Troy High has taught me? That my journey is exactly as I want it to be. A good friend of mine, whose opinion and kindness I not only respect, but also admire, often tells us that it's okay when we make a mistake, because nobody is perfect. Well, today, my friend, I would like to tell you that I disagree. I've come to believe that everyone is perfect. Each of us is perfectly ourselves. If the world is a stage, and we are its players, then nobody else could ever play each of our individual roles better than ourselves. And even when we struggle, and grow, and learn from our mistakes, it is still that inner perfection that is guiding us on. And so, as I stand before you today, what I really want you to know is that I am no longer afraid of my insignificance because of all of you. Because you've shown me what it means to live, what it means to laugh, and what it means to love. And I want you all to know that you should never doubt your own impact on the world, because you have impacted my world. I hope that you take time today to embrace those around you and to love those who love you, for it is truly the little things in life that make it worth living, and living is what we do best. Thank you. The tassel. Everyone please stand. Seniors, graduates. Thank you. Please be seated as we prepare for the recessional.
Thank you, Chirag. Before we begin the recessional, I would like to give a few instructions. At this time, I ask our marshal to prepare for the class of 2010 recessional. Remember, graduates, as we leave this auditorium, we'll clear the stage first, the marshals will follow, the faculty will exit, and then the junior marshals will excuse our new alumni, starting with the front row and moving toward the back. Please, class of 2010 members, remain seated until your row is called.